What's up, YouTube? Haven't been on in a while. What's up, puppies? What are you doing, Rim? I'm not scratching you again. I know. There you go. Alright. That's all she ever wants. Well, she's furry, so I can understand. I know in a lot of my videos, I'm like, well, to you people, I'm all over the place, but I'm not. I'm covering bits and pieces of each situation as much as possible within a 15-minute video. Everything I said was what the kids said, about the stuff before. I noticed it because even after taking her around, I noticed that she used that promise that I made to put me in a situation where I would lose my mind. That's what the kids were talking about. Um, I did not think, I really didn't. I really did not think she was actually going to hurt them. And I know to most people, well, she wasn't even there. Yeah, that's the whole point. She made sure not to be around the area. One of them had to look like the innocent one so they could get paid. Having insurance policies on my children and being the driver of the vehicle shows so much motive, it's not even funny. How they manipulated this county is because somehow, I don't know how, but somehow, they ended up with friends in the commissioner's office and in the district court, which is state. The other one, circuit, is county. So this is how. Not only that, my brother's wife, she's very good friends with all them too. So is my stepdad. And with my nephew, Brian, running his mouth, because he was also another one that threatened to hurt my kids over stealing stuff out of my house. See what I mean? It's a whole bunch of stuff. And to really go through it, it would probably take a 3-day video. But all I'm saying is there's a lot to this situation. A lot. And yeah, I've been very upset. Of course, I'm upset. I'm trying to keep my head on straight so I can get all this out. And she knew all of this. This is using my disabilities against me, everything. She used everything she could to do this. I was the original target. I didn't know all that either until after, and I started piecing everything together. BPD, historic, they will do this. Oh yeah, and this is what it looks like. It's not words on paper. This is the actions that those words speak of. I knew some of this, but I didn't know that they would go to this extent. And I did try to get her help multiple times. And all she did was play games, just like Jen did when I tried to get her help. Even though everything she did was really bad. So, sir, easy. What's the matter? I know, they're over there. They're not on our property. You're good. You can't eat them. They're fine. They're fine. They're okay. I think they're just going walking, which that's pretty smart to do. It's okay, big guy. It's okay. They gotta come past the driveway. At least he's doing his job. But anyway, I know I'm not all these flashy, famous, smooth talking people. I know that. Doesn't bother me. I don't see why it bothers everybody else. Guess that's part of the desensitization going on, huh? Yeah, my tongue gets all tied. Ever since I got it pierced and had head traumas, it does that on some things. And it can be different things. You know, it all depends on, I don't know, just the way my tongue wants to flip when it goes to say something. I don't know if that's nerve damage from getting it pierced or because I really didn't do it that much until after that, even though I've had plenty of head injuries. But yeah, whining and crying, playing victim. No, I'm just speaking of what happened. The things that these women said, they have no solid proof of because they didn't happen. The stuff that they have said would have police activity, would have medical reports. None of these things have ever been produced because they don't have them. Right. The thing about her saying that I stalked them, how is that? I was never around you. You lied, manipulated CPS, which pretty sure your family had something to do with that. Same way you manipulated, even though you missed court, threw a fit, and instead of being held in contempt, they gave you an actual lawyer. Not a public defender either, an actual lawyer. And even that lawyer gave up on her because Jen didn't show up. Yeah, all in court record. All, yeah, I'm not lying one bit. But your mom fought for you. No. She knew she was going to lose, so she manipulated people into fighting for her. How come you don't tell the stories about you walking down the street alone while your mom had you? Why don't you talk about Remy? No, don't do it. Why aren't you talking about any of that? See, you say that you remember all this stuff from when you're younger, but you were younger, that was right around the same age. How come you don't remember none of that? Something's really up here, really off. And I already know who it is. It's ex-girlfriends pissed off because they were told no in the most serious way, even though they had every opportunity to stop doing what they were doing. Yeah, I ignored all kinds of red flags to give them a supposed chance. Some of them, they made situations for me to ignore that red flag. And what's funny is people say it's hard to believe. No, it's not. The stories are everywhere. They're all the same. I thought nobody's ever going to believe me. And here we go. We've got guys putting out stories all over the place with receipts showing how these narcissistic BPD women have done this. Right. I have nothing to gain. I've already lost everything, so I don't even have nothing to lose. So why am I doing it? Oh, because the internet believes that I am not over my ex. I've tried to make this very clear. Look at my face. I was over her the day I told her I caught her cheating. The only reason why I extended any type of olive branch was because I knew she was going to put those kids in danger, especially where she was headed. It's the whole reason why I told her she could stay here until she found a place. I have all that evidence as well. Her coming here at 10:30 to be safe after putting a peace order in. Her telling me how I never judged her, I've never done anything wrong, basically explaining one of the best teammates. And that's in her own words. She did this herself. After peace orders. The peace orders are no admission of guilt. They're not. She can be mad at me just because she's mad at me and put a peace order against me. I can do the same to her. I could have done the same to her when she left. Did I do that? No. I'm not a drama queen. I'll handle it myself. If there's a problem, I will take the kids and go away until she chills out. Do I want my kids to be without either parent? No. But if a parent is going to keep playing nice, evil, nice, evil, nice, evil, what choice do you have until they figure out what the heck they're actually doing? Right. So I've always offered that. I offered it to Bethany. I offered it to Jen. I offered it to Tiffany. I don't want to hear your shit. There's plenty of men out there with 3 failed marriages or 3 failed engagements. And that's exactly what that was. Me trying to have a family 3 times. Because these women begged for it. It was not in my brain or to even try and start a family until Bethany begged me for what she wanted. I left all that alone because of what happened with it. I was not wanting to be sexual with Jen because of that. And because I'm just not that way. They know that. She didn't like that. And she didn't like the fact that I was done with her after what she did at my house. So she tried to do a couple of things. 1, love bomb me. It didn't work. 2, she tried to sleep with me when she didn't have consent. Then she tried to lie and say she was pregnant just to kind of baby trap me without actually being pregnant. I don't believe she was pregnant. I think she lied. Period. Just, she knew I had a heart. She knew I missed my son, Kyle. We talked about all this. Nothing was secret. I've never touched any of my girlfriends like they're saying. No. Tiffany, she attacked me plenty of times. Plenty of times. More times than I can count. For coming home from work. Thanks, Uncle John. And they can't understand why I'm so pissed off at him. I'm stuck in situations where I can't do anything, and this girl's cheating, but now she's mad at me because supposedly I just don't want to come home. Did I have her talk to my uncle? Did I show her stuff? Did I talk to her? Yeah. All it did was piss my uncle off because she knew we were production. He didn't want me wasting time talking to her. And I still made it work. And I shouldn't have, because that's what was giving her the info about where I was at, what I was doing. So she knew exactly when to have people over and when to kick them out. She still got caught, but that was her plan. I know there's men out there that know what I'm talking about. I know there's girls out there that have seen men going through this. And I also know that there's girls out there that are still doing this. I also know that there are piece of shit men out there doing the same.